that you have incurred and spent money on in your life. And thanks for tuning in, because this is this Wednesday, and it's the Geeky Gamer Podcast, and we're John and Bill and Ken and Sketch and Adrian. We're all here. The gang's all here, ganging up on some bad guys. We got a Patreon, Geeky Gamer Podcast. We got a Dreadlord with the coffee. That's Kofi. Ko-fi. Support your local indie gamers. All lowercase letters. Mr. Enter helped us with some music and nonsense. Couchfire Media, that's that media I was talking about. You're looking at it on a device. You got a computer. You're looking. Twa Replay Productions, they did some stuff. They play with fire.
Oh, well done.
It's Wednesday. Just in case. It could be a Tuesday. We are playing The Legends of Venice. A mundane setting for the linen tapestry. Well, maybe not so mundane anymore.
Not anymore.
Bring this magic alive to us, John. Just bring it up.
I'll bring it up a notch. Yep, hi, this is John. I am the writer, creator, narrator of the roleplay game Linen Tapestry. We're currently play testing, going through a 3-part adventure called The Twin Vipers. This was one of the stretch goals from the Kickstarter campaign I did last year. That feels like a decade ago. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going to get straight into it. So end of last session, which was a fortnight ago, the team were following a lead, trying to hunt down a potential spy, murderer, who had left the camp. And their searching had brought no success. They'd met a few lively characters, and as they've been traveling with the head scout, a Santoro merger, they have almost been ambushed, if not for the keen ears of Mateo, who heard activity beyond some rocks. So the groups, you're travelling west along the main road, and that takes you from the coast towards Ferrara and towards Bologna. On the south, you have a rocky terrain. It's called the slates. And then to the right, the north, is fields. And beyond that is the river. So Ken, our technical god, has created this interactive map, which I think is fantastic. So people are on there. So we've got Pietro, who is currently outside behind one of the rocks. There's like a wall, like a ravine wall, between the slates and the road, and there are gaps between this rocky outcropping that some of the players have crossed through and attacked some of their would-be ambushers. Mateo had struck down one of the scouts, one of the enemy. That scout fell to the ground. Then a captain lunged out and grievously injured Mateo. Mateo's fallen back onto the road. Santoro has burst through the gap, is now engaging with the captain. Pietro, he cleverly deceived one of the scouts into thinking that there were reinforcements en route. This panicked the scout, so he stayed back, didn't want to get involved. But his corporal pushed him into combat, only to engage with Luigi, who, within 2 swings of his mace, pummeled him to death. So Luigi's pushed his way through and is now engaging with the corporal. But the hero of the hour is Nicolo, who stepped in front of 2 archers who are about to take shots at him and Luigi. He's burst through, taken down one of the archers, but is now outnumbered 3-1, where he has 2 scouts to his left, that's behind him, and in front of him there is an archer whose bow has been destroyed and is now drawing a weapon. Shortly after that, just as Nicolo was turning around to defend himself against one of the soldiers swung at him, and Nicolo knew he was too slow. His reactions weren't quick enough, his parry wasn't strong enough, and the sword, you could see the blade slicing through his chest. But then in that split second, something, a huge two-handed adze appeared in his hands. And in that point, this two-handed weapon deflected the incoming attack, and the 2 soldiers are now gobsmacked with what they've just seen. So, as a quick roundup, we've got Mateo on the road, injured. Santoro is engaging with the captain. Pietro is out of sight, but he can see the back of Luigi and he can see Mateo. Luigi is engaging with corporal, and Nicolo is facing off against 2 soldiers, and he knows that behind him there is an archer who is currently not attacking anyone at the moment. It's a new round, so we shall start again with the highest initiative, and that is Pietro and Nicolo. So I'll let you go first, Pietro. What is it you want to do?
So Luigi is facing 2 men, is that right? If I look at the map.
If he can get the attention of the archer, he could, but at the moment it's just him versus a corporal who's wearing like metal armor. The coin or the token in green is the archer, but the archer's facing Nicolo. So at the moment it's just Luigi's one-on-one.
Okay. I guess okay, I guess what I'm going to try and do, so I'm behind Luigi. I am going to try to distract the guy who Luigi is fighting. So I'm going to come up behind him, like raise my dagger and yell out, "Here we come." But I'm not actually going to go in to attack him. I'm going to try and distract him to give Luigi an advantage.
Brilliant. Yep, sure. Can I have a... It's up to you, either presence or interaction. That'll determine which dice pool you're going to use.
Okay.
And then,
well, I'll take interaction because I have some of those.
Yep. So
Okay,
one action.
6 dice.
Yep.
Yep. And then what do I do?
Keep a number of dice equal to your guile, which is a skill.
Yep. So guile, I have 3.
So you're rolling 6, keep 3, automatically keep your 10s, always get rid of your 1s.
Okay. I also have 1 in distract.
And then you add +5 to your tally.
Okay. Okay, so I've got 110. And so 10, 22 plus 5, 27 plus 5, 32.
Wow. Okay. His savvy will be 10. So it goes down to 2. Right. Luigi, when you get to act, one of your Your first attack, should I say, gets an extra +10. So effectively, the guy will defend, but he's losing 10 from his defense because of the distraction. And so rather than me taking off an extra 10, I'm just going to let you add an extra 10. Okay, brilliant. Pietro, yeah, as you do that, you see the corporal relax slightly as he looks over the shoulder of Luigi towards you. And then in that split second, he kind of tenses back up again, and then he looks back towards Luigi. Nicolo, over to you. At the moment, the only people who can see you are the two soldiers in front of you. The captain is facing away. Santoro could possibly see what's happening. And then behind you, you're not sure who can see you. But whatever it is that you do at the moment, you know that the two soldiers will see, and Santoro will probably see. Over to you.
All right, so I have just magically gotten this thing in my hand, which has parried the sword that would have split me, or maybe did split me.
Yep.
And I've got these two guys to me, and the guy, the archer sans bow, is still facing me from behind, right?
Yeah, but he's behind you. Yeah.
This newfound weapon in my hand is made mostly of wood with like flat on the top. The where the sword struck the handle, a little kind of shaving kind of pops off slightly a little bit, like kind of curl out, and that just continues to grow out, and like a shaving of on wood, and wraps up like steamed wooden planks just bent.
Okay.
Is that
right? Sure. The other thing that you notice is the guy that struck you, and as it slides through the wood, and that shaving starts stretching out towards him. You can also see that the metal sword, the blade, starts to rot. It looks as though within 6 seconds, it looks as though it's been out in the wilderness for hundreds of years. Not like how metal just gets brittle as it gets absorbed into nature. His sword quickly disintegrates, and then he's dropping his sword as it's kind of dissolving in his hand. What is this? Almost like a vine of wood. What is that doing exactly?
It's straining him, for sure. It's holding. Okay. It's holding him so that he can't fight me.
Sure. It wraps around his neck. You get the impression that this thing also has a bit of a personality. So you wanted to restrain him, but then you notice that it slips out of your control. Instead of just wrapping around him to disarm him, it wraps around his neck and then starts lifting him off the ground. And you can hear, just as the other guy starts to attack, you hear crunching, and the guy's neck goes limp and his head starts resting on his shoulder. So that's you. Mateo, at the moment, you can see, as you're sitting down, getting your bearings, you've had a serious injury. You can see Santoro's engaging with the captain. But you can see that after the order was given last round, the last session, by the captain to say, go warn the others, scout that you hit is now getting back onto his feet. He is slipping past Santoro onto the road and is about to sprint away from you. Pietro, you can also see that now. You can see out the corner of your eye a stranger, a soldier, has stepped out onto the road and looks as though he's about to sprint to the west, away from you guys. Mateo, what are you doing?
Mechanics wise, I'm at
I think you're at -2.
yeah, I'm at -2 with one little block left. So I'm at -2 dice, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. That means I pretty much can't do much unless I'm rolling 10s, right? Actually, does that apply? That's actually a good question. When your dice pool like that is subtracted, let's say I have 3 in a skill, and it's subtracted 2. I only have 1. Am I rolling 10, or do I?
No. So it's just your dice pool. So if you've got control of 3, you'd be rolling 6 dice. The penalty just knocks down to 4 dice. It doesn't affect the number of dice that you keep. It just reduces the number of dice that you roll.
I see. Okay.
You also though, just to remind you, is you can, if you want, spend a spirit point and replace your penalized dice pool with a spirit dice pool. Spirit dice pools are unaffected by penalties.
I see. Okay. Well, seeing that I'm not as grievously wounded as I expected, I will kip up to my feet. Picking up my sword, I'll run up to the guy and stab him.
Okay.
I'm hell's heart.
And it's control. Right?
Yep. Yeah.
And I roll 4 instead of 6. Okay. Right. So I got. What happens if you get a 10?
You always keep it. It doesn't count towards the 3 dice that you would keep.
Oh, I see. Right. I see. Okay, so 18 and 5 is what? 23. And then my slashing is plus 15. So, like, is it 38?
Right. Sure. You hit him for. He tries to. Because he's running past you as well, seeing you rise, he kind of turns slightly, and in his attempt to dodge and dart away from you, he stops running. Your sword, you lunge, you strike him in the chest. You would inflict your speed plus the hardness of the weapon.
Right.
You got a competent success, so you're not adding anything, but you're not having anything reduced.
So speed, I'm rolling the dice, right?
No, you just tell me what the figures are.
So my speed is rank 3.
Yep.
And then I don't know what the hardness of the weapon is. Do I know what the hardness of the weapon? Well, hold on. It's a rapier. I think we figured it out, and then I just didn't write it down.
Yeah, I think it'll be like a long sword.
Okay.
Which has a hardness of. I hadn't had written down either here. Damn.
I think it's 5. Yep, 5. So you inflict 7 damage. He goes down.
No, it's 7 because I have 3, and then 5.
Oh, sorry, 8. 8 damage. Yep, sorry, 8. Yep.
No, I was just wondering about the math as well.
No, that's fine, sorry. Yep, he's straight down. Okay. Next is Luigi.
Real quick, who was who did he just injure him, or is that guy dead?
So that guy he's now dead, completely dead.
Oh, nice. Yep, there we go. Got some lorem ipsum.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, that's what happens when I hit the wrong button. Just things start happening. So that dude is dead. All right. Well, we will take him off the board at some point. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack that dude. I'm gonna attack the dude.
Oh no, they're both on the roads on the other side.
Oh,
Yeah, he snuck through the gap.
he snuck over here. That was some
Yeah.
sneak that dude did.
Yep,
Not
he's
getting
gone.
away from
Yep,
us.
that's fine. Yep. So Luigi 2.
Yeah, so Luigi is going to knock the ever-loving shit out of this bad guy. This knight, this wannabe commando.
So remember,
With
you've
his
got
mace.
6 dice. Because your control is 3.
Yeah. All right, gotcha.
Yeah. Cool.
6 D10.
He's gonna parry and dodge.
No. Well, he's a jerk, is what I say. He's a big jerky jerk. And I hate him. I just hate him so much for being here. And the slates. That was not a great roll. But it was okay. So I keep bashing this dude. So I keep 3 dice. And so it's 35, 40.
40. Add the plus. Have you added the plus 10 from? You got 40.
I rolled a 10 and a 7 and 8 and a 5. I kept 3 dice and I have plus 10 to the bashing. I have a 2 bashing.
And is that a not a good dice roll? Pretty good. And then you get the plus. Did you include the plus 10 from
Yeah.
Pietro? Brilliant. Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't include that. So that's 50. Because if I got a plus 10
Okay.
from Pietro, that is 50. Not
Brilliant.
a great dice roll.
Not a great dice. No.
Sorry,
But
guys.
he's parrying and dodging. So that takes off 25, knocks down to that, and you just add your speed plus the hardness of your weapon.
So my speed is 4. And the
Are you
hardness
sure?
of...
Not your dice pool.
Oh, no, my speed is 2.
Yeah,
And
go.
the hardness of my weapon is some pretty music is what it is. I got the pretty.
So it's a mace, isn't it?
It's a
It's
mace.
plus
7. It's 7.
Yeah, so 7 damage. He is wearing armor. He's wearing a. So that's 7 chain shirt. Right. He takes 3 wounds and 2 fatigue. So 3, 2, 3. Okay. So still standing. He is going to attack you.
Yeah,
Because you've acted.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've acted at exactly the same time, there's no onslaught penalties. So,
Yeah.
what's your defense? How are you defending?
I'm going to parry and dodge.
Okay. I'm going to roll for him. Get rid of the 1. What was your parry and dodge?
It's 10 each, so I guess that's 20.
20. He just misses you.
Oh, nice. I'm going to repost or
Yeah, sure. If you've got a counter attack, go for it. Now, this uses, so it's your acumen, which I think is 3 as well, so you got 6 dice. But because you've acted and defended, you're at -2 dice, so you'll have 4 for the counter attack.
Okay. I do have a question.
But,
Can I use my spirit pool
yeah, of course you can.
to really?
yeah,
Because
you can-
like, you know, I think that 2 of my compatriots, I hear them fighting and they're hurting. So if I use the
Sure.
spirit pool, I just want to give them the what for.
Which spirit are you using?
Honor.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm down with that. Yeah, so mark off one of your spirit pool and then roll that dice pool instead.
And do I lose a dice or not?
No, you don't lose any. When you use a spirit pool, you don't lose any dice. It ignores penalties.
Okay. Gotcha. What do I? Well, that's. I only rolled, and I can't use bashing. Is that correct?
No, you can add your bashing.
Okay.
Yeah.
20. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to re-roll them on the? Oh,
No, I
I
re-rolled
thought
it.
you. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. 25. It's less.
25. Yep. He can't dodge because he
Oh, no,
used it
it's-
all up.
I'm wrong. That's 35. That's my bad.
Right, you strike him again. So it's you do 8 damage because you get +1 from the outcome.
Okay.
So again, that's another 3 wounds. So he's on -2. He's now staggering backwards. As he staggers backwards, he gets the attention of the archer, which is just beside him. When he turns round, he'll go to attack you. He's going to lose a dice because he's effectively acted already. He's made an action to turn around to engage you. So he'll roll 3 dice to hit you.
Yeah.
He manages to hit you for 19, so that's -1. So take 5 damage.
Okay, and I got dudes
I think
my
you got
shirt.
chain shirt, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So chain share, what that does is, so it's 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you take
So
2
it's
wounds
2.
to your torso, and you lose, and you suffer 2 fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Copy that.
Okay.
Well, I do look at him, and I say, "You're next, buddy."
Cool, I like it. I'm going to give you +5 to your next attack for that. That's pretty cool, right? Santoro and the captain continue fighting. That Sketch isn't here. No one else can see what's going on. Next round, back over to you, Pietro.
Okay, so the guy that Luigi hit with the mace, is he out or is he still active?
He's still active. He looks pretty wounded. You can see him teetering back.
Okay, and Luigi's taken an arrow, is that right?
No. He was an archer until Nicolo broke his bow, so he's using like a short sword to attack with. Sorry, he's using a long sword.
Okay.
Yep.
but Luigi doesn't. He's taken some hits, but does he seem like not too bad? Like he's not going to about to fall over.
Nah.
I guess I will. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. While you're looking around, could I get a attention perception surveillance roll?
Okay, so attention, I have 4. Now the perception, where is that?
It's skill. It's underneath empathy. Second, middle. Well, that makes sense of the skills.
All right, perception, which one?
Surveillance.
Okay, I do have 1 in surveillance, so
Okay. Got +5 then.
attention. So I get to roll 8 dice. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. I just have the 1 in perception though,
Sure.
but I do have the +5. Okay, so I only keep 2 dice. That means, is it?
Yeah, if that's your perception, yep. Keep 2 dice
Okay.
and any 10s.
Okay, so got 1 10. Keep 2 dice. I've got 2 9s. So that's a 29 plus 5, so 34.
Wow, brilliant. Okay. You can see. It's quite strange, but you're kind of peering through the gap in the ravine wall.
Yeah.
But what you can hear is you can hear something slithering, and then when you kind of glance to your side, there are snakes up just across the road, but they're moving out from the grass on the other side.
They're moving towards us, or
It's almost as if they stop as soon as they realise that you've seen them, but they are just on the edge of the field, about 10 feet away, 10, 15 feet away, because you've got like a wide road.
or
There's about 3. You can see at least 3 snakes, and they're all looking at you lot.
Okay. And do I know these snakes? Are they of the area? Like I've grown up and I've seen snakes like that before?
Can I have a memory law geography?
Okay, so memory, I have good memory. I've 6 dice. Law, I have 2. I don't have anything in geography.
Okay.
So, that's not so good. So I keep 2, so that's a 12.
Cool. You've been traveling through this land for at least a day, and you haven't seen a single snake. This to you, your knowledge is limited, but you're pretty sure that this isn't the natural terrain for those kind of snakes. They're not grass snakes. They are quite distinctive vipers.
Okay, so I'm going to assume I have a general knowledge of like snakes, and that snakes generally are scared and are going to run away from humans.
Yeah.
I'm going to like stamp on the ground and wave my sword, stamp to make like vibrations to just scare them away, assuming as soon as I do that, they'll just go and nick off.
Okay. One of them tilts the head slightly. But then they slowly slither backwards into the shade of the grass. But they don't flee. They just retreat into hiding.
Okay. How far away from me is it? Is it within?
It's about 12 feet away.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna like step towards them, making sound.
Okay.
Like waving my dagger, I guess.
They're now out of sight. They're in the grass.
All right. Well, I'll turn. But I don't know. Do I get another action now, or?
Yeah. I'll let you. Yeah.
Okay. So how many people are left alive from their side? There's.
We've got the corporal who's injured.
Yeah.
You have an archer who's now fighting Luigi.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 others. You can hear them, but you don't know where they are. You just know that they are behind. They're in the ravine, in the slates.
Okay. Well, I guess I will. I don't know what else to do. I'll run at the injured guy that Luigi was fighting and try and stab him.
All right, okay. You move in.
Yep.
Lose 1 dice because you've already acted, like you've done an action, which was just kind of like stamp. And then, it's control.
Control. I just have the default 1, so that means 2 dice, right?
Yeah, but then you've also got -1 because it's a multiple action. So you have 1 die. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is not very likely to be very successful.
All you have to do is succeed, because he doesn't have he's lost. He's probably got a lot of fatigue. He's already been hit a couple of times this turn, so you just have to succeed. Really.
I'll go for it. Okay, but I've only got 1 dice and no pluses. Well, I have 1. No, just 1 melee,
Yeah.
and my only addition
You
is
need
melee is parry. So
You need a 10.
Yeah. Roll a
I
10.
have to do 10.
It's easy, just roll a 10.
Just roll a 10. I do it all the time.
Ken does it all.
You won't. I have to like take a photo. Or 10. It is. Can you see that dice there?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
you
it's a
hit.
10. Oh my god. See, it's the power of positive thinking.
It
Just roll a
is.
10.
Actually,
Like you won't believe me.
Yep. So, he can't dodge. He can't parry because he's already defended. What weapon have you got?
A dagger.
Dagger. Right. Okay. What's your speed?
Dagger.
My speed is 3.
Brilliant. Okay. So it's 3 plus the 1 from the hardness, -1 because of the partial success. So you do him 3 wounds. Right.
Okay.
He falls unconscious. You stab him in the side, just underneath his arm, and he just.
Yeah. Nice. Good job, buddy.
How experienced is Pietro in combat?
0.
I've never been in actual combat before.
Okay. So you kind of lunge forward, stab him in the side, and then you kind of forget to pull the sword, the dagger out of his body, because you've never actually got this far in combat before, and so you're amazed that you've managed to hit him in such a good spot.
Right.
And then you freeze, and then you just see his eyes close, and he slides off the blade, and then thumps to the ground. Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
I just looked to Luigi to see if he saw what I did.
I
see that?
think I saw it. I was engaging. I even though I was looking at the archer, the last thing I did was look at the archer. But I think I saw it out the corner of my eye.
No. Because what happens is, just as you stab him, that's when Luigi's turned away to the archer and said, "You're next."
Yeah, that's true.
So no one gets to see your slaying.
Well, I'm gonna write stories about this. Everyone in Venice is going to know the story of how Pietro Candiano single-handedly took on a group of enemy brigands and saved the day.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Works
Single-handedly.
for me.
No help at all.
I
love it.
Well,
I led any other way. That's the way to be. Yeah. I mean, and that's just Luigi's nature. He doesn't do the last kill. He just gets them there.
Just lines them up.
Line them
Right.
up so you can knock them down.
Here, from both of yous at minus. So, Pietro, can you make this roll at -2? And this is another attention, perception, surveillance, and Luigi, because you've been in the thick of it, you've been attacking, defending, counter-attacking. Can you make the same roll but at -3 dice?
Attention, -3 dice. Well, that's negative attention.
So we minus
you don't spot anything then, Luigi. You're too busy threatening.
So I just roll the number of dice I would roll, but let 3 less.
You roll 2 less because you've
2 less.
already acted twice. Yeah.
So I get to roll 6 because my attention is actually 4.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Okay.
And there, how many do I keep? What is it? What are we doing? A
Perception, surveillance. So keep your perception, add your surveillance.
Okay, so for perception, I have 1, which means I get 2, right?
No. If your rank is 1, you keep 1 dice.
Okay. I keep 1. I've just got the default 1, the black.
Yeah. So roll your 6 dice, keep 1.
Okay, so I've got a 9 there, and then I've got 1 in surveillance, so that's 14.
Brilliant. You're already imagining the stories. Like, oh my god, yes, my family's going to be so proud. And then as you're kind of looking up, Luigi's not even looking at you.
Okay.
But then in the distance, as you can see past Luigi and the archer, you're not sure, but one of the brigands is being lifted off the ground. You can see the back of Nicolo, because Nicolo's not a massive guy.
Right.
But this brigand is being lifted off the ground, but you're not sure how or by what. And then as you blink, he then drops out of sight, and you hear him thud onto the ground.
Okay.
I'll let Sketch, when he gets back, he'll describe his next action.
Yeah.
So it's now the next round, and there is you two versus one poor, scared archer with a crude longsword.
Okay.
You go first, Nicolo.
Neither one of us are Nicolo. Pietro or Luigi?
So Pietro.
Yeah, Pietro. So I'm going to say, lay down your arms, son, surrender, and we will not harm you. You have no chance.
Yeah, I kind of grunt pretty loud.
The guard, the archer, hears your words, Pietro, but he looks to Luigi. Has his sword still out, ready to parry. Luigi, over to you.
I am going to light this dude up with my mace.
Gonna light him up with a mace. Excellent. Yep.
I'm gonna lighten his load.
Lighten his load.
Yeah, that's it. No whammies, all 10s, baby. Give me the 10s. I'm gonna bash him good with it. And that is no 10s, so that sucks. So that is 14, 21, 30, 31. I bet that does not.
31. I'm going to check the stats for these guys. He is not a corporal. He's not a captain. So bear with me 1 second. Right. Extras. He is a Milanese scout. Okay. Take off 15.
16.
Right. You hit him.
Oh, nice.
At
For
minus
7?
1 damage.
Okay, 6. Hit him for 6.
6. He's wearing leather armor. Are you wanting to kill him? Because
I mean, I feel like if I can knock him out, that'd be just fine.
okay.
If he misses, he is stunned anyway. So, like that's
Stunned?
the whole point of bashing is that he can't do anything.
Do you have this? Do you have this bashing proficiency?
Yeah. That's
Right.
my
So-
proficient.
Yeah. So you daze people.
Yeah.
So every time you get an outstanding,
Oh yeah, it was
So
not
that's-
outstanding. That was adequate.
yeah.
That was a nominal success.
that was a partial success.
It was
success.
it was a subpar success.
So, yeah. Right, you hit him. He takes a heck of a lot of trauma. Takes 3 wounds. He's still up. And then he kind of drops the sword, drops to his knees, and goes, I surrender, dog. Please don't kill me. And that's his action.
Nice.
Again, I'm going to have to wait for Sketch to get back because he's in the middle of a fight. Over to you two.
Okay, so he's dropped his weapon.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say to Luigi. Okay, you stand behind him, restrain him, hold his arms behind his back.
Oh gosh, I will have to say that I'm very concerned about my friends that are still fighting, and I would say, I think you got this. If he gives you any trouble, just say something, and I'll run up and I'll help the other guys.
Okay, I'm going to hold my dagger to his throat.
Yep.
And I'm going to say, who sent you?
The Viper. We're in the employ of the Viper, the Duke of Milan. And they kind of like he slowly taps his tunic, and on there you have the coiling snake of Gian.
And what was your mission here? What were you trying to do?
We're just scouting. He sent us out ahead to check the routes.
And what have you found? What were you going to report back?
Right, okay. Can I... He starts muttering, like you think he might have wet himself, and he just kind of starts... It's kind of a half muttering, half weeping, half breaking down into pitiful sobbing.
If you can help us in our fight for Venice, then the authorities will look favourably upon you.
Okay. Can I get an interaction, influence, and then from influence you can choose whichever one you want. Reason, charm.
Okay, I have reason. I have one in reason. So
Okay.
let's see. Interaction, I have 3, so that's 6 dice.
Yep.
And then influence, I have 2, and I have 1 in reason. So I keep 2 of those dice and add 5. Right?
Yeah, and then for that role playing, I'll give you an extra 10.
Okay.
This is a lot of the roles because effectively you're wanting to interrogate them.
Mm-hmm.
So interrogate is a skill under investigate, but that's asking the right questions. But to get someone into a position where they'll give you the right answers, you've got to persuade them. So what you roll, how well you roll in here will affect your interrogate roll later on down the line.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got 2 10s. I can show you on the camera, but
No, I'll take it.
3 10s. Oh, okay. I've got to show you now.
Oh my god, it's like having 2 Kens in the
I
back.
can read them. 1, 2, 3 10s.
Right.
3 dice. So that's 30 that I just keep for free, right?
Yep.
And then I keep 2 others.
Yep.
So I add 11. So that's, or is that a 9 or a 6? That's always my problem with these dice. That's a 6. 41. And then plus the reason, plus 5. So 46. Plus I got 10 for role play. So 56.
56.
Convinced.
I shall check his resolve. Just because, take off 10.
It's
That's
like
40.
an astounding success.
That's astounding. So I'll let you know what this means. Make a note because I'll probably forget. Because as I say, this is the first step of an interrogation. So some people might torture, some people might bribe, whatever. But you're using reason and interaction. So basic system, social combat. Oh no, just basic system. And you got 40, so that's an outstanding success. You got for the interrogation, as long as you're involved in the interrogation, you've got plus 10 to that roll.
Okay.
Okay. And also make a note saying bonus information. Okay. So you've got 2 things from that. That was a heck of a roll. Brilliant.
Okay.
Right, sketch.
I'm back.
Brilliant.
I may
Right.
go again, but I'm here for now.
Cool. Right. Your the vine splinter, however you want to describe it, call it, is snapped the neck of one guy and has dropped him. You have the other guy. He didn't attack last round because you can't quite see what he's seeing, but he was terrified. Next round, he looks as though he is going to attack this time. You go first.
And so I assume that this is all. Am I in the mindset of, just handling this situation rather than like, what are these things?
Yeah, you know everything.
I know everything. Okay. Then
Yeah.
I look at the next guy, and with it. Can I erupt? Like, ship beams, like kind of like a rib cage kind of thing, like from the ground around him, or even up to like.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I
Your
manifest it, I guess?
Yeah. Your
versus
consciousness.
using ground.
Your consciousness seeps into the ground. When I said you know everything, you're almost connected with everything that's made of wood, plant life, leaves, the trees. You can feel the fields to the side. You can feel the trees in the distance and the roots and everything like that. And there is a network of almost dead roots from the bushes that like line the ravine. And they start surging up from the ground.
Yeah, that'll work. Bush roots surging up from the ground, and all of the dead branches and everything like that start reaching out and piercing him, and just kind of wrapping him and growing into him as if they were.
Sure. They start off with his legs. So this round, both of you can feel the ground tremble. You're not even sure if your eyes are open. Your consciousness is in the entire area, and you're seeing the world not through your eyes. The vines and the roots burst out of the ground, and they pierce his calf muscles, and they just kind of go in and out like a thread through cloth. He drops his weapon in agony. You can hear him muttering, praying to God for salvation, and then it's back round to you.
Yes, pray as he falls to the ground, and they just kind of more friend him and sew into him more. And I will glance at the guy behind me that was the archer that was drawing a sword. What's he doing?
He's actually squaring up against Luigi. So as you turn around, you can see that Pietro's moved into combat. He's fighting someone.
Okay.
The archer's just struck Luigi and injured him, almost shaking off the damage with you can't quite hear what he says, but with a flippant, I don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of one-liner in response to being stabbed. Yeah, so the archer that was behind you is engaged. When you turn back around, you can see that Santoro is up against the captain, he's got breastplate, well armed, well experienced, and you can see that Santoro is suffering. He's not down, but he's injured.
And I can't see Marco at all, right? Because he's not in line.
Yeah, Mateo's on the other side.
Mateo, yeah.
Yeah.
If Pietro's in combat, that's not a good thing. Who's the guy he's fighting? It looks like he's having a bad time.
Pietro's just killed him.
Okay.
Someone saw you do it, Pietro.
That's all he sees.
Yeah.
It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger, by the way. It's Chun-Li from Bloodsport.
Sorry, right. Okay.
So the only two people that are in danger right now is Santoro and Luigi, right?
Yeah, Santoro's in a worse state. He's up against someone who's armored.
I look over at Luigi and say, "Do you have this?" That's it. You can.
Yeah, as you say that, the guard, the archer surrenders. He's dropped to his knees. He now has a blade held to his neck by Pietro, and
all right, good enough. Then I'll do the same similar root attack thing on the captain, the well armed.
Okay.
He's probably wearing regular boots on the boot soles, so we'll go up through his, either up through the bottom of his feet or in underneath his greaves and do it that way.
Sure, no problem. Right, Luigi and Pietro can now see that the soldier, there's a dead soldier with a broken neck off to one side, and then there's another soldier who is on his knees, dying in possibly one of the most heinous ways of dying. You're not sure. It takes you both at least one round, maybe 2 rounds, to actually understand what's going on. So while Nicolo kind of passes by and turns his attention, he walks through them towards the captain. Luigi and Pietro, you can see that the second guard, his body is being pierced by dozens of roots, and the roots are growing inside his body and then going back out of his body. Luigi, you're not an initiate, so as you can understand this, your brain can't accept it. So your brain, Luigi's brain, being a normal mundane, has to try and rationalize this as either witchcraft, plain old witchcraft, or something else is going on. He cannot fully understand the situation. Pietro, on the other hand, what you're seeing makes sense. You're a man of law. You've heard of magic. You've heard of witchcraft, but the sort of witchcraft that wise old women don't carry out. This is possibly a spell or a magic from a powerful magic user. Maybe a shaman. Venice has a lot of lagoon communities where you've heard rumors of shamans interacting with the spirits of the lagoon, and they can manifest nature around them. This looks like someone in the area very nearby has effectively asked the roots of the land for their aid, and the roots are just ripping this person to pieces. You are now an initiate, but I'll explain that when the scene ends to exactly what that means.
I'd like to do a little bit of flair, like as I'm walking between the two. I want to take the wood that still exists around them and the extra roots and stuff. As they fall, I want to erect a like a viney cross at their head, like this is your burial. Because this guy is Roman Catholic, and so he's
okay. Yeah. As the second guy dies, his neck is kept upright as the root breaks through the top of his skull and then forms a crucifix.
It goes to the ground, like a headstone kind of situation where it's just like there it is right above him, growing out of the ground.
Yeah. Yes. Santoro is knocked down. He's not severely injured, but what you're doing has distracted him enough for the captain, whose back is turned to you, to knock him to the ground, and he's just about to go for the kill. But As he does that, he turns to the last groans of pain from his men, and when he turns round, he sees you approaching. What are you doing?
I look straight at him as I'm walking directly toward him, holding this adze down, at my side. And I'll just look him straight in the eyes. I mean, I wear an visor or something like that, but I'll look at him. And I'll say, "May God have mercy on your soul," and I'll point the adze at him, and and like I say, start the vines climbing up through the bottom and leaves on armor, and do the same thing that I did to the second guy.
Okay. The vines pierce his boots, snap through the tendons of his ankles, pin him into place. His body wobbles. He's in agony. He would fall if not for the vines now holding him up. He does swing at you. He's at -2. Are you dodging, defending?
I will. Yeah, hold on. I gotta pull my character sheet back up. Which one am I better at? I am definitely better at parrying. I do both.
So with defense, you've got your each round of combat. You have your dodge. You have at least one parry. You've got at least one block, depending what combat maneuvers you've got. When it's your turn to defend, you can choose whether you use one defense or two defense and group them together. And then if you feel as though you need an extra boost to your defense, you can use the environment around you, which is when you role play well or you've got a good plan. I'll give you a bonus to your action. You can do the same principle, use the same principle to increase your reaction, which is always a straight deduction from their attack roll. So what's your defense? What are you doing?
If he goes to swing, his feet are planted, quite literally.
Yeah.
So he's not got a whole lot of power he can necessarily put behind that swing, just from the one stance he's in. I'll bring the axe up to do the parry with, and if I can do a little bit of a dodge while I'm at it, kind of like I'm going to step away from where he's striking and then to parry his blade down to the ground. And if it works, I'd like to wrap that blade up in the wood of the adze and keep it down on the ground as it was.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What's your parry and dodge then? So you just add them both together.
But that'll be 20.
20. Right. You duck to the side. You raise your adze to the sword. The sword strikes the adze, and it just disintegrates. It snaps in two, and the top half of the blade, before it hits the ground, it's just blackened, rotted, rusted, charred metal. And the rest of the sword in his hand starts to slowly turn to dust as it rots. You can do your counter attack if you want. Even if you don't have the combat maneuver, as long as you're using this adze, you can counter attack. He cannot parry anymore, and he can't dodge either.
Do have the counter attack, which means I use action, right?
Yeah, use your acumen. So you're at -1 dice because you've reacted.
Okay.
And then it's just your acumen -1.
All right. And then I can keep 3 because it's
Keep your melee.
right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's 29.
Okay. The adze cuts straight through his metal. It rusts it. It just goes through as if it was paper, and the blade almost cuts him in two. So it's like how you'd normally use the thing down to sweep a curve into a huge log. You've just done that to him, and as it slices through, it just slices a perfect strip out of his breastplate, which then rots before it hits the ground, and his intestines start spilling out. And as the intestines start spilling out, you can see the branches and the roots coming through the bottom half of his abdomen, filling the gap up towards his lungs. He's dead. He's completely dead. Pietro, Luigi, both of you just saw that.
Okay, so I'm not sure of the timing of it all, but I would like to, when I see the roots was killing the guy, I would like to turn the head of my prisoner to see that.
Oh, good God. Wow. Okay, it takes you at least 1 round, because I'd say 2 rounds. Because it takes both of you in shock and then horror, and then you're trying to interpret it. And then just as you get clarity, you turn the archer. When you turn to the archer's already looking, but he's covering his eyes. So
Okay.
he was sobbing before.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've got the knife. I say, open your eyes. I want you to see what could happen.
Good God. He opens his eyes. Just. Please kill me. Make it stop. Please. I'll tell you anything. Just make it stop.
So, tell me what you've discovered on your reconnaissance so far. What were you intending to take back to the Viper?
He's now, he's gibbering. He's having a mental breakdown at the moment. But I will come back to you once he's stopped gibbering. But yeah, I mean, you had him already, and then seeing the supernatural horror unfold. Yeah, I think he's also really, really horrified with how calm you are. So he's got a man using vines to rip his comrades who he's lived with for years to pieces. So he's a monster, but then you're just really calm and using this situation. So he's just as terrified of you. As I say, he is having he's having a breakdown. Luigi, this is not natural. This is unholy. You're not sure what the hell is going on. What you've seen is impossible.
I can't believe what is going on. This is impossible.
Wow. Nicolo, everyone except one of them is dead. There is a scout missing. There was a scout that Mateo struck. He should be on the ground. You thought he was dead, but he's not there anymore. You reach out with your consciousness, and you can see through via the grass that He's dead. And walking away from his corpse is Mateo. So as far as you're concerned, there are no threats. And it's at that point the adze vanishes from your hands. The roots wither away, and both men were being held up, either one on his knees, one standing. They slump to the ground, and then you're overcome by a massive backlash of all the intense feelings that you had. Like before, you knew everything. You were in full control of everything around you. You were untouchable. All of that's now rushed back, and you go unconscious. Luigi,
look around, kind of. You see me kind of look around, panicked, looking at things. Like my eyes kind of roll back in my head, and I just pass out.
Yep, just like that.
I definitely am. I'm gonna run towards there. Does he look wounded?
Nope.
And then I'm gonna just shake it off, and I'm gonna run and try and find Mateo.
Okay. You slip through back onto the road, and you can see Mateo heading back. He's nursing his wound.
Well, I'm gonna do a little healing on him. Like, Mateo, stop! You look hurt.
Yeah, I took it real bad. And he sits down up against like the ravine. And Pietro, the guy that you had, he's gone unconscious. You can see Santoro is rising. He is really shocked. Yeah. The guy that was having a nervous breakdown. His brain cannot cope. He's gone in shock, and he's just slipped unconscious. He's not dead. He's sleeping.
Okay. Do I don't know, with the horses or anything, do we have any rope or something? Is there any? We would tether the horses, right? So there'd be some rope to tether them to a tree or something when you stop them, I guess. Okay.
A rock.
I
You gotta
wanna-
tether them to a rock. I don't think there are any trees around here.
Okay, or whatever, but I would imagine that there'd be some sort of rope or straps or something associated with the horse. So I want to find something to tie this guy's hands as well as I can.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you get his wrists bound behind his back.
Okay. And so what's the leader guy doing of our group, the scout leader guy? What's his name?
Santoro. He's beside Nicolo, popping up against a rock, and he's gently tapping his face, like, "Wake up! Are you okay? Are you okay? What the hell's going on?" Santoro looks as confused as Luigi.
Did heal the arrow wound at your belly also? Is that on?
No, you still have that wound.
Okay.
You didn't have it before. But now that the hole's you can feel the pain again. Yeah.
Okay. And then if there's nothing else going on, I want to check all the dead bodies to see if any of them have anything on them, especially
I'll
the
help
leader
with that.
guy. Especially the leader guy, if there's any documents or any sort of anything, I don't know. But I check all of them.
Can I get a...
It's an interesting place to walk in on. to check all the dead bodies, please.
I have investigate. I have.
And how long are you taking? Are you willing to hold? I mean, at some point, Santoro will ask you guys to let's get ready. We need to move on. So there's a few things going on. It's how long are you wanting to take?
I'm going to take as long as I can. So,
Sure.
I'm going to focus on that. If everyone else seems to be, there's someone looking after sort of everyone else, like Luigi's kind of helping and Santoro's helping. So given that, and given I've tied up my guy, I'm going to sort of keep an eye on him in case he wakes up, because I don't want him escaping. But hopefully I've tied him up, and I don't know if there's something I can tie him to, or I just have to tie his hands and he's in bad shape. So hopefully that's enough. Yeah, and I'm going to, like I say, focus on the leader guys, the ones who had the best armor and stuff on, but I will check everyone's like pockets and pouches and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, that cure is fucked though.
Yeah. So we'll go through them. We'll go through the bodies one at a time. You've got one bow. So if someone wants to have party loot or has got archery and wants to take a bow, they can add it. So there's a short bow. There is a chain shirt that would fit someone with brawn 3. It would be too small for anyone with brawn 4, and it'll be too big with anyone with brawn 2. There is 2 sets of 2 sets of sorry, 1 second. Equipment. There's 2 sets of reinforced jackets. I again brawn 3. You have not as many weapons. There is a crude longsword, a fine longsword. I can explain later what fine quality does. There was a breastplate, but somehow something has sheared the front part of it away, so that's ruined. And everyone else has got like daggers, short swords, that sort of thing.
Are there any do any of these people look like they would have been like from my class, like they would have been lesser nobles or something, or do they all look like just sort of peasant class people?
The captain, because he's got that, because that sword is fine. It's of fine quality, which means it's more expensive. It has what you would believe to be some sort of family insignia etched at the base of the blade.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, that sword was destroyed. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah,
And even the hilt, is the hilt there with the family logo or anything?
you can. On the pommel, there is that insignia again, but it's really strange. It looks like this sword or this hilt has just been found after hundreds of years being buried. The metal has rusted so much it's gone black and brittle. So when you're inspecting it, you can just make out the insignia, and then it crumbles in your hand.
Okay. I'm going to take out my notepad and pen with that insignia still in my head, and I'm going to try and draw what I remember that it looked like to record it.
Sure, no problem, no problem. In regards to what else is found on them, there's money, there is a map of the area. On the map, you probably won't have a chance to look at it thoroughly, but you can later on, so I'll tell you now. You see that on the map, it goes as far as the farmhouse, and that farmhouse has like a red cross next to it.
Okay, so I'm going to take the map. Are the other people looking at me while I'm inspecting these bodies, or they're just tending to wounds and stuff, or what are they?
Santoro will be watching what you're doing while he's trying to wake Nicolo, and out of sight entirely is Luigi tending to the wound of Mateo.
Okay. As I'm going through the bodies, when I come across money, I'm going to try and pocket it without people seeing.
Okay, what's your overlooked?
So I have stealth overlooked. I also have knavery and sleight of hand.
I'm going to make the roll. I'm going to make the rolls that you don't know. But do you have anything in overlooked?
Yes, I have 3 in stealth and 1 in overlooked.
So 1 in overlooked. So -5. I'll give you another -10 because of all the distractions. Right. Okay. So I'll take 15 off. Okay. If Santoro noticed, he doesn't show it. Right. Luigi, Mateo. Luigi, you left the horror scene. Mateo is moving back from after killing the guy, the scout that nearly got away. What are you two doing?
I was gonna heal up Mateo.
That.
Okay. How many wounds did you take?
All of them, save for 1.
So how many wounds? I need the number for the roll.
Right. So I guess 5.
5. Wow. Okay. And that was in 1 hit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 Got one hit wonder over here.
Whoa. With old dude who had a fine sword, not a good sword. It was fine. Yeah. Yeah. It was fine.
It felt fine as it was piercing you. Yeah.
Fine
My
enough.
blood fucked it up.
Right, Luigi, when you inspect them, you can see that this is a major wound.
Mm-hmm.
Patching him up, you would need to do some sort of surgery. You need to stitch him up. He's not bleeding to death, but for it to heal properly, he will need some sort of surgery. Does Luigi have anything in surgery?
No, but
I've never
I got
seen a drop of blood.
Diagnosis.
The diagnosis tells you that you'll need to perform surgery. You can perform surgery,
Yeah.
but you're not adding any bonuses to it.
I've seen surgery. I could use my spirit again.
I look down. I'm like, leave me.
What is my is that intelligence? Acumen?
I like give you my sword. Classic.
So
Werebear Aragorn moment.
I wanna try and move him without making it worse, kind of,
Actually, no, wait. Did you say it was you're at -2?
Yep.
Okay. Have you got first aid, Luigi?
No, but I got diagnosis. I mean, I have like medicine.
Diagnosis only lets you know the diagnosis.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can assess
I-
what he needs, and
Yeah.
I can tell Santiago. Maybe we need a doctor. Or
Okay.
Santoro. Santoro. I think we need a doctor. But I could probably, say, well,
Okay.
I feel like you were pointed with the stabby part right there.
Here and here.
Yeah, it went all the way through. That's impressive.
I got stabbed.
You should just walk around like it's no big deal.
You can see through it.
Look, I can put my arm through.
I think this should be shut. I don't think it should be open anymore.
No. Right. The level of penalty determines.
Sorry.
Luigi, if you want to make a roll to try and patch him up as best you can, you'll need to make a control medicine plus first aid or surgery, but it's at -20.
It is possible to get a 0 if I used if I used my spirit to roll, maybe.
Well, what's your control?
My control
You're
is
not
6.
wounded, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you use your spirit, you're just replacing that 6 with something else.
Oh yeah. So okay. So I mean, I could just try to stop the wound, I guess, a little bit. Maybe not.
Yeah. But what,
Just to
yeah.
make him.
What is your medicine though? How many dice
medicine
are you
is 1.
keeping?
I keep
Okay.
1, so it's possible if I roll a bunch of 6s or 10s.
You need 10s. Yeah.
I need to roll 2 10s at
as long
least.
as you don't
3 10s.
as long as you don't botch, you're okay.
Yeah.
Don't botch.
Don't roll less.
If you're don't. So how you botch by when you make your dice roll before you keep anything, before you add anything. And you remove all your 1s. If the total at that stage is 5 or less, that's a botch.
Oh yeah, thanks. Well, I get yeah.
So
All right.
don't roll 1s.
Yeah. I do. I do need consent, Mateo. Do you consent to this surgery?
I will hold very still.
You better hold still. It might hurt a little bit.
When you say, what exactly are you doing? Are you just going to try and patch him up, or are you going to try and sew him up?
No, I'm not gonna sew him up. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna
patch him. Okay.
just
Go ahead.
put some cloth on him. So I rolled 2 10s and a 7. So that would be 30 or 27.
27 -20.
Yeah.
You patch him up. Santoro leaves the unconscious Nicolo. Has a look. Tuts, shakes his head, and he gives it a go. So. Mateo, you can convert 1 wound into 5 trauma.
Doesn't sound like a great idea. Listen, girl, I'm gonna take away your wounds and give you trauma.
Yeah.
But I did ask for consent.
Luigi is anyway. It's just never mind. I'm on a roll. All right, 5 trauma.
Yeah. So you lose 1 wound, gain 5 trauma, not fatigue. 5 fatigue.
Oh, 5 fatigue. I see.
Yeah.
So it's called fatigue.
Yeah.
So once I'm at full fatigue, what happens?
If it's the same sort of track, so you'll have the number of minus zeros equal to your resistance, and then you've got 10 at -1, 10 at -2, and so on and so forth.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
The key difference is when it comes to healing, as long as you're resting and you've been seen to, you restore 1 fatigue every 30 minutes.
I see. Okay.
You depending on the wound penalty, it takes days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
heal
takes
wounds.
like 2 weeks to heal up from all this.
Yeah.
I have a massive hole in my shirt. No one was fucking telling me. What the hell, guys?
Well, we didn't
Nobody saw
notice
it.
until you started showing off your armpit. So.
I thought it was just a punk.
Oh no, your tiger's
I thought you deliberately made that hole just for
Yeah, look at this hole.
style.
I feel like you wear that shirt every other day. I'm not
Shut the
surprised.
fuck up.
You love that shirt. That's like your favorite shirt. You got a Dreadlord shirt. You got a Tiger shirt. Tiger Sex shirt. You got like a Star Wars shirt.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you used to have a WRFL shirt you wore all the
I
time.
know.
It's fine.
I do. They're so fucked. Sorry, John.
You had some
No
Warful
worries.
shirts.
No worries.
So I'm at 4 wounds.
You wouldn't know it, but I do think about, I'm going to be on stream today. What am I going I don't want to wear the same shirt.
I just throw any little thing on when
I know
when
this, but I
you
do
know,
think,
if we're-
hang on.
if we're
If someone
talking
watches all
fashion-
these videos, I don't want to be in the same shirt every time.
Yeah,
You know.
I just
Yeah, they did all of these all in the same day.
It matters, but
Yeah. Anyway, back on track.
yeah.
You guys have a chance to rest. Santoro manages to wake up Nicolo. When everyone's together, you have 1 captured, unconscious scout/archer whose hands are tied behind his back. You've got some equipment that you could loot from these people. Mateo, you weren't there, but when you get back and you inspect the scene inside the slates, you can see it's an unusual scene.
They were fucking.
You have 1 man who he's bleeding from multiple holes in his body. His feet, his calves, his legs, as far as his torso. Another guy. The second guy has even worse. He has a hole through the top of his skull.
Well, that's normal. I mean, we did come here to kill them.
You heard screaming, but you didn't see anything that was going on. How is Luigi reacting to Nicolo? Does he give him a wide berth?
yeah,
What?
yeah. I'm gonna give him a wide
Do I
berth.
remember anything? Am I awake? Like,
You don't know how long has passed, but when you wake up, you have a pounding headache, and you can see Nicolo leaning over you, tapping you on the cheek, trying to get you to wake up. And as you kind of sit up and look around, you've been moved out of the slates, so you can't see the carnage that you imagined. What happened what happened before seems like a dream now.
Did you like turn into a swamp thing or something? What happened? Yeah.
I'll pull,
Like
I'll
you've
pull
got
Mateo aside. I'll pull Mateo aside. It's like something ain't right with that one. I'd steer clear from that fella. And that other guy, that Pietro fella, he's messed up too. I saw him. He was like the reason why that archer passed out. He made him look at the weirdest, darndest thing. It was like all the trees and stuff were growing out of the ground. It was crazy shit. Like all the
Can I
roots
hear
still
him or
coming
am I
up.
Do you see?
Um,
He made him watch. He made him watch the whole dang thing. I was like, "What is going on?"
Can you move your tokens just so everyone's got an idea of exactly where you are, like how far away this conversation's going on?
Well, I'm gonna limp my ass back into the slates and take a big dump on that dude who stabbed me. I'm gonna take a dump on his chest.
There's a convenient hole in his breastplate you can do that in.
It's Middle Ages or medieval
Is it?
times, so it like takes me a second to like Renaissance, take my pants off. You know.
This guy, whatever hit him, sliced through his breastplate as if it was paper, and then also ripped out his stomach and his intestines. Just spilled out in front of them. He's covered all of his bottom half. He looks as though he may have either died from that or died from blood loss because there's dozens of puncture wounds in his lower abdomen and his legs.
I take a shit at him.
Okay. Before Santoro says anything, is there anything else that you four want to do?
Maybe I'll pile up the bodies and maybe burn them. Is there any
Give me a
kindling or
sec.
firewood?
Take me at
Oh,
least
go ahead.
10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I mean you could do that first. I mean it's fine.
I'm sitting there like holding my wound. I'm kind of leaning up against the rock and kind of looking around, but I'm not saying anything because I think I dreamed it all. So like I'll interact with people as they're doing stuff, but I'm getting up. I've got an arrow wound in my belly. I'm going to sit right here for a minute.
Okay. Pietro, while Luigi's looking for dry wood, strangely enough, there's lots of bits of broken branches and roots and stuff all around these bodies. Not enough to start a fire, but you could easily bury them. It would be easy to bury the bodies in the fields than to burn the fine kindling and wood to burn the bodies. While you're thinking about that, Ken,
This wood that's around the bodies, does that look like the wood that was from the roots?
Yep, it's the dead roots.
Okay, I'm going to take a bit of those, a small piece of that root, and put it into my pouch to keep.
Sure.
And then, I'm gonna take out my notebook and say, I think we need to record what happened here for our report back on this mission. This has been a significant battle in the war. It should be recorded. So I'm just going to write a little summary. I have my notebook and pen out. First, I'll do a little sketch of the area, and write down how Pietro Candiano first took out the young, fearsome warrior towards the rear. Clearly, the athlete of the group who lunged forward with his mighty sword and a great yell, and I fell him. And I'll proceed to go through sort of quickly the rest of the battle as I saw it, and then note the second person who I also fell. So I individually took out 2, and this, I think we just need to record this accurately for posterity.
Yeah. Okay. What are you not including?
It's all true. It's all true.
Yeah.
I'm not including the supernatural stuff. I'm not including that.
Brilliant. Did you also kill the ones who were supernaturally killed, though? That's the question. Did you kill them non-supernaturally? Or was it just the 2 people?
Not me personally, no. That was other people in our group. I'm being honest here about what happened.
Yeah, very honest. Yeah, brilliant.
And also then talk about the prisoner who I single-handedly captured and bringing back for interrogation.
Okay, right. You spend about 20-30 minutes jotting that down, making your sketches, yada yada yada. Luigi, what are you wanting to do with the bodies?
Well, I was gonna burn them, just to, it's the right thing to do. Or if there's a ravine, I guess I could throw them in a ravine. Is there a ravine I could throw them down?
Yeah. You could do a bit. You venture further into the ravines, into the slates, and it's called the slates because there's loose gravel everywhere. So you could very easily just bury these bodies, and they'll never be found.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna
to bury these bodies. We need to move on.
We don't need to bury them. Let's throw them in the ravine. That's all we gotta do.
Guys, if you can throw those bodies in the ravine, that would be great.
I feel like that's all we gotta do is just give them a little toss over there. Let the carry-on animals get them. I mean, they just become mates for the vultures and the wolves.
Nicolo, your sword is gone. Is anyone picking up anything from the bodies before they are slung into the ravine like true Christians?
I'm gonna take that.
We should take that thin shirt.
Sorry. So, Nicola, are you taking anything?
We should definitely take that chain shirt.
Yep, chain shirt.
Yeah.
You said it'll be.
Go on.
You said it's made for someone with Brawn 3, but with Brawn 2, could you wear it?
Yeah, but it would be. It wouldn't be as effective. It would be best fit for someone with Brawn 3.
That means you got to buy Brawn 3 next.
I don't think you can buy those. I think once you pick your aspects on the
Can't work out in this game. Fuck you.
You can't work out. I don't think you can. Or can you?
You can spend experience to increase your stats.
Just not the 4.
With experience, your favourite, the 3 that you've marked, can go up to 5. The other stats can go up to 4. It's only a character creation where the cap's 4 and 3. But the experience becomes 5 and 4.
Okay. Yeah, you take.
So, chain shirt,
Get small.
there's a dagger, there's a
I'm
long
gonna
sword.
I'm gonna take that dagger that stabbed me.
Okay.
Get my blood back.
Yeah, okay.
I take a shit in that one guy.
Okay,
No, dude,
right,
that's
you have
like your
another
third
clue.
shit.
Well, who's moving that body?
I'm with it.
There's nothing like murder for regularity.
Yeah, we don't want the crow signal. Anyway, we threw
Yes.
them down the slate. You find the other
Yeah.
bodies that are down there.
Right.
The slate hole.
Santoro, once you've done all of that things, Santoro says, we need to head back. Lord Mateo is in a bad way. He needs seeing to, and we can't see to him here. Pietro, you've got your prisoner. And then he goes quiet for a moment, and then looks to Nicolo, and then doesn't say anything. There's a mixture of confusion, concerned, and he's a bit scared when he looks at you.
Why are you looking at me like this?
He then looks
I'm not
to you, Mateo.
Not that bad.
He looks to Luigi and Pietro.
Yeah, Luigi looks at him dumbfounded, and I'll stick close to him because he's my buddy. I'll watch out for my buddies.
I start
I tell
limping
him,
home.
Santoro, just stick with me. There's some weird shit. I don't know what it is.
Before we go, or as we're leaving, just approach Mateo to the side, just talking to him individually. And first, I'm going to take out. I have the little sugar candies that I have, and I'm like, these are from the Candiano family, our alchemist. They have medicinal properties, and they will help you. They will help you feel better till we get to a proper surgeon.
Kagan, so your name is Candy, and you make candy.
No, these it's a special medicinal formulation that will assist you to get through and help your wounds heal quicker.
Well, thank you. Do these have weed in them?
They have ingredients from the east, from across the oceans, from Arabia, from
I look at him
Egypt.
like, I know what you're talking about.
The spice must
Take all
flow.
of them.
And there is one thing I wanted to mention to you that was a little unusual that happened during the battle, which was
You mean you getting stabbed?
there were three vipers approached from the grasses, behaving in a way that I would not normally expect a snake. And I know you mentioned about
The snakes.
snakes.
What do you mean?
I chased them off, but they
That's strange.
didn't immediately. They retreated, but they didn't immediately just disappear as fast as they could. And I haven't seen that kind of snake in this area. I don't know what it means, but I know other unusual things happened during this battle. I don't know if there's a connection, but
What do you mean? Three snakes approached you?
they were coming towards the scene of the battle, and then I saw them, and I valiantly scared them away.
How?
But I used my weapon and my voice to force them to retreat. But they almost seemed reluctant to go.
I mean, what's more strange is there are three of them together. Were they in
That as
tandem?
well.
Were they?
How close were they together? I don't know. I describe what
They
I
were-
saw, I guess.
They were about 12 feet away from you, and they were inches away from each other. And they seemed to act in unison.
Okay, so I'll
That's
describe that.
That is strange. Well, next time, kill them. The way my
Okay.
grandmother used to do.
Right. Right.
Mateo,
But how-
you're putting a horse. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to ask, how far away is the nearest town of any significance? Is that where we're heading?
You could head to Ferrara, which is a city that you were traveling. You were going to travel past anyway. That's about a day and a half away. Or presumably about a day away from you now. Is the caravan? Is the reinforcements moving in your direction?
I think we go, well, should we head to the town and find the best doctor in the town?
I wouldn't mind that. We have myself and Nicolo, who are grievously wounded. We don't want this to
Grievously, I am killed.
infection and whatnot.
Santoro.
We could go.
This town is a town that's friendly to Venice, right? It's a Venetian allied town.
It's allied with Bologna.
To be
Okay.
completely
Which is
honest,
allied to Venice. Right.
I'm out of this fight. This is going to take, at best, a week or more to heal, and going into battle grievously wounded sounds like a bad idea. So, it seems to me, myself, and I don't want to speak for Nicola, but I need to go get surgery and rest, and I'm probably sitting this one out. And you all continue on. Unless you want to stay with me for a week.
How far away from this town is it from where the rest of the army is heading? Is it sort of towards the same direction, or is it completely different?
Yep. You're heading west. This road will take you to Ferrara, which is the city, where you're thinking about. It's on the way.
I say we go
Santoro.
It's my
Santoro raises the point to you, Mateo, and says, "You're a lord. The men who follow you just need to see you on horseback, and they'll fight for you."
Well, in that regard, I can go.
You're a lord. Your kind aren't expected to get their hands dirty.
He looks at him, and then looks down at his wound. And you really don't understand my kind. Clearly.
He grins, takes a wineskin from his pack, helps you onto your horse. Everyone's ready to go. He gives you the wineskin, Mateo. And says, "Oh no, I'm pretty sure I know what your kind's like. And I mean that in the best possible way."
Well, I drink the wine.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear this conversation there?
Yeah. It's the same. He's kind of joined your conversation.
Okay. I say, and I like show my dagger and I say, yes, we are all warriors here.
I'll pass the wineskin around.
Okay. He nods.
I will definitely drink from it.
He nods, smiles, and says, "We're all warriors." And when the wineskin comes around to him, he raises a toast to the four of you. Though those of you who are keenly watching him will notice that he'll raise it in the direction of Pietro, Mateo, and Luigi, but not directly to Nicolo. He makes sure that he's not alone or next to Nicolo. And he keeps following the journey. You notice that he does keep looking at him, eyeing him suspiciously. You head off towards Ferrara. It's about midday.
Do I remember what happened, or do I think it was a dream? Like,
it feels like a dream. Everything is really confusing. As you're traveling, what you notice is that you've got the fields on one side, the stony ravine on the other. You feel that the closer you are to the fields, the headaches that you're getting become worse, and you find yourself naturally steering your horse as far away from the field as possible. Mechanically, you're suffering from something called the kenning, and for at least 2 months you suffer a detriment to all your rolls as long as you're in the same vicinity as your element. So if you're in a forest, your brain, your mind,
you motherfucker,
is
every fucking
you are
game. I'm gonna tell John about you. John, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, so
I know what
don't worry, I won't.
I'm gonna tell you what he's
I
gonna
won't
do.
leap out of any trees as a dire tiger this time. I promise.
I'm a bear.
So for the just so that make a note on your character sheet for the rest of the story, because it's going to be at least a month. You're at -15 as long as you are
If he's near grass.
in a forest or any large wilderness, such as a field. If you're in the stony ravine, doesn't affect you, but it's still there slightly. But you find that the closer you are to nature, the worse it gets. So that -15 only applies when you're exposed to the element that your soul is
like
into. It's really bad hay fever.
So then,
Right.
like, if I'm standing on a boat made of wood, is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
If it's-
wood, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
It's all wood.
Well,
Oh, wood.
yeah, I'm not a druid. It's just
all
wood.
wood.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why do you get fucked by a field then if there's no trees?
It's also it's wood and nature.
Okay.
So if he's in the middle of a city, he's okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
there's no
probably
wood.
not.
As long as there's no park.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of wood in
The
cities.
parks are out.
Yeah, yeah.
like-
Parks, wooden buildings.
You're like in Egypt.
Yeah, don't
You're
go to
fine.
Runyon Canyon.
So hold up, my element's earth.
Yeah.
But you're not dead yet.
Yep.
You want to be on the ocean then? You
Yeah.
want to be on a boat?
I need to be on the ocean.
Yeah.
No, but technically, you're the ocean is your.
Right.
Land, fuck the land. Go away from the land.
You're,
How far we've you could swim it.
yeah, just jump into the river.
Sailors dive.
It's you don't get to Ferrara before nightfall. The battle started midday. You managed to find a good place to camp out in the ravine. Pietro, can I get a D10 dice roll from Pietro, Luigi, and Mateo? Nicolo, when you wake up the next morning, you realise that you didn't dream at all.
Okay.
Right, what did you three get?
I got a
I got a
one.
5.
5.
What was this,
Luigi?
What
Just
was
one
the
D10.
a D10? That's a
Yeah.
3.
1.
Okay. Yep. Mateo,
You die.
you wake up in a cold sweat.
Typical.
All you can remember from the dream was it was those worms, snakes, those slithering creatures. But instead of them coming out of you or manifesting as blades or anything like that, you're not the cold sweat and the fear that wakes you up early in the morning is not them. It's the snakes that were about to attack you, but your slithering creatures form a circle around you and they ward off the enemy snakes. When you wake up, it's that fear of you were surrounded.
Sure.
And if it was not for those creatures that keep plaguing your sleeping hours, you don't know if you would have woken up from that dream. You're the first person to wake up. Soon after, you sleep for about 6 hours, so you restore 12 fatigue, all of you. So if you've taken any fatigue, you've got it all back, so long as it was less than 12. Nicolo, what were you gonna say?
I was going to ask
Okay.
you. You said I didn't dream that night, or do I wake up knowing that I didn't dream during the fight? That was a clarification question.
All right. No, when you wake up, you have no memories of having any dreams whatsoever as you slept.
Okay.
Does
It's morning.
prisoner wake up?
Say
The
again?
archer prisoner? Does he wake up?
He wakes up. Yes, I completely forgot about him.
Okay. No.
Right. The next morning, he's with it more. He can string sentences together. He is utterly petrified of Nicolo. He will not go near him whatsoever. He's scared of you, Pietro, but in a kind of a Stockholm syndrome. He's afraid of you, but you're the only one that he'll talk to. And as you're traveling to Ferrara in the morning, you can go ahead with your investigation. Your interrogation, if you want.
All right. I guess first I'll ask, young man, what is your name? I still don't know your name.
Right, 1 second, I shall Google Italian names. Italian names that are not Luigi or Mario. Alessandro.
Alessandro, and where are you from, young man?
Milan.
Ah, you are from Milan. I see. Well, we none of us get to decide where we were born, do we? So, really, what we need to know is what you discovered on your mission. Here, have some wine. Have a little wine. You need to restore yourself.
We were sent out a week in advance of the army. The only thing that we found of interest was we spotted your approach on the road. We moved into the ravine and waited for you to approach. And that's all. By the way, all of you are close enough. Well, Pietro, are you having this as an open interrogation, or are you having this conversation in private?
Yeah, I think it can be open. Yep.
Okay. As I say, he'll only answer to you, but you can hear anyone else's questions. Yeah, so we hadn't discovered anything other than, obviously, the area knows that we're going to win. We're going to take these lands. And everyone's either fled in fear or has holed up in the city of Ferrara.
And what do you know of the armies and the plans of where they're heading to?
Which armies?
The armies of the Viper.
You can see him gulp. He is really reluctant, but he does fall. The Duke will have crossed the waters by now. His army is 3,000 strong.
Okay, so I'll be writing this down in my notebook.
Yeah. 3,000 strong.
Does
Infantry,
3,000 seem like a lot more than us? How many do we have? Aside from
you already
five
go
of
with
us.
150. Yeah.
Okay.
So the reinforcements is 150. And there's about 300 on the boat, on 3 boats. So
That's not good.
you are
odds.
picking up more men as you go along. So you would probably bring to the battle 500, maybe 600 men.
It sounds
Versus
like
3,000.
10 to 1.
Yeah, it does not sound good.
6 to 1. Is that right?
And
6 to 1?
and
Yeah, 6 to 1.
in Lombardian, I'm gonna be like, dude, comrade, we're good, yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, and so Alessandro, sorry, I didn't get the rest of your name. Alessandro.
God damn it, right, back
I'm
to
searching for a family name. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yes, Googling for a family name. For some reason, Alessandro's a bit, Costa. Alessandro
Costa, of course. Alessandro Costa. If you had wanted to give me a piece of information, perhaps a rumor, something you'd heard that might save your life, now might be the time to
like I've told you
give me
everything I know. I'm
everything you
just a scout. I'm just a scout.
have you
I've been
heard
in the
rumors
service.
of plans that the Viper might have that might be unexpected? Have you heard rumors about other armies that might be joining? Rumors about
I don't know. Please,
unexpected
I don't know. I
flanks
don't know.
of-
I don't know. Please, if you're going to kill me, please make it quick. I don't want to die like my comrades.
Well, I don't
was-
think we're
that
there
was
yet, and
unholy.
I think you've been helpful so far, and I'm sure that you can continue to be. So I have a credit for bonus info and a +10 on
Yeah.
interrogation.
So, how long do you keep interrogating him?
I'm gonna. So this is now the morning where we're going to be setting off again.
Yeah.
And can I aid him a little bit?
Yeah. The four of you ask questions, ask away.
Yeah. And
If there's
just in
anything
his
that Petro's not
in his
asked.
own dialect. You remember the old country, yeah? When you know, with the mines and you know, the families and all of the things that we did together, it's such a joyous thing. What do you think is the route that the Viper might be traveling?
He'll be traveling straight to Bologna.
Just
We'll
straight
go-
there, like
Yeah. Ken, if you can bring up the map of the area, it'll be easy to understand. So, like in the far northwest, you've got Milan, and Bologna's south by southeast from there. So he would cross the river, and then so he would head southeast towards the river, cross the river, and then go straight south towards the mountains. And on the foothills of the mountains is Bologna.
and the comrade, you said he left. Maybe. Do you have an ideas when perhaps he'll be hitting Bologna? When the moment will be?
I would reckon, and this is he's thinking. He's asking what day it is. You tell him what day it is. Blah blah blah. Blah. I reckon he'll be there in just over a week.
This
Pietro?
information is very, very nice. It's good for the Milani's homeland. I wish to save as many Milani soldiers as possible. They are my brethren.
Are you saying that in front of Santoro and the others?
Yeah,
Because as I said,
and
it's an open
Lebanese.
interrogation.
Yeah, they don't speak Lombardian. I don't, unless they do.
It's Italian.
Is it the same?
It's just Italian.
Just in a different
Yeah.
dialect.
Lombardy is this whole area. So Venice was associated with Lombardy. Venice, Padua, Ferrara, Treviso, all this area was a part of Lombardy, but the language is essentially Italian. Just as if you've got Italian, you can still understand the Venetian dialect.
The basics. Yeah, I understand.
Everyone will understand what you're saying.
I'll look at everybody and kind of wink.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Pietro, what he's just described to you about getting there within a certain number of days shouldn't be possible unless everyone's on horseback. There's no normal way of getting 3,000 men to travel all that distance, because from a logistics perspective, if he's having to carry, if he's going to have to transport 3,000 men, some will be on horseback, and then siege, and the materials to make siege machines, there's no way, unless he left. Yeah. Unless he'd left a week before all the reports came through, there's no natural way he could have get his men to travel so quickly.
Okay. So, Alessandro, when did the armies leave? What was the date?
He gives the same date that he gives the same date that you guys had.
Perhaps.
Maybe
and
out by a day.
Okay.
I'll switch back to the other dialect, I guess. Well, fellas, I think
Right.
I think you should maybe ride on ahead, and we'll because you guys better go warn the captains. They're moving so quick. We'll carry up the rear.
So, well, I'm going to just ask, but though, Alessandro, how can they possibly travel that distance in that time? A full army equipped with supplies and siege weaponry. That doesn't make sense. Are you being honest with me?
Mateo, can you tell me what your awareness is? It's like a detriment. Yeah, awareness under perception.
Not me.
Because you've been quiet throughout.
Under perception.
Yeah.
Don't I see it? My awareness is 3.
So you got minus 15 then. Wow. As this conversation's going on and you're listening, and you haven't spoken, you get a shiver down your spine, and you look to the side. There are small things slithering in the shadows of the ravine. They're about 15, 20 feet away.
I mean,
You can't work out.
right.
You just see this. You pretty much see the shadow, but yeah, it's a slithering creature.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's obviously snakes over there. Okay, so I kind of like just try to turn and then go, there are snakes slithering around us.
Oh, when you say that,
Can we take a short break? Can we take like a 5-minute break?
yeah, sure. 5-10 minute break.
The scene, but yeah. All right.
Yeah, we're out.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Brilliant. Great. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Yep. Go.
is it? 10 o'clock. We'll go out another hour. I think. Hour. Yeah. Going quite well. Right. It's Adrian's really funny with his slaying 2 people. I love it. It's brilliant. Yeah. 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 So, yeah. No, Luigi killed someone last session. Oh, no. It's old news. Old. Back? What do you mean? Sorry. No. Don't need it. I think the only thing we could probably use is the map. Or if you want to. Ah, right. Yeah. Sorry. Got you. The map in the book is on a larger scale. The map in the book is on page Legends of Venice. It's 44 to page 45 as per the page numbers, not the actual PDF page, if that makes sense. No, keep going. That says 50, page 59. Yeah. Go the other direction. Up. Keep going. There it is. No, back down. Keep going. Yeah, there it is. Because the map in the Twin Vipers, or the one that I've shown you, is zoomed in on that area of Bologna, Padua. Oh no, it's... Yeah, so... As I say, it's just zoomed in.
Ken, just so you're aware, not that you wouldn't be aware, our voices are going right now online. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not not that we like say anything different when we're off air, but just so that we're aware that we are on. There's a delay. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's still going. There's about.
Hello?
So, Bill, have you
Hello,
got
can you
a
hear me?
second? Have you got a second screen set up, and you're watching the live stream, Bill? Right.
Welcome back. This is the Geeky Gamer podcast, and all my audio settings are obnoxiously obnoxious. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, now you're not going through.
Yeah, now it's going through. It's going through.
It's going through now. Yeah, I'm
It's
going through
working
now.
fine.
So OBS
Brilliant.
has decided to go on a fucking tangent. All of my macros and shit like that need to be reset. So awesome, fellas! I'm super stoked about
Cool beans.
about playing The Legend of Venice. On the break, we were just talking Rush Hour 4. Why haven't they made that film? Anyway, we're back.
Yep. Right. Anyway, let's go. Technical issues aside, yes, you're interrogating the prisoner. Mateo's just noticed that there are snakes watching from the shadows. What are you guys doing?
Only Mateo's noticed that, right? So, well, I'm oblivious to it.
Mateo's just this moment said we're surrounded by snakes, something to that effect. So you,
Oh,
and as Mateo says that, Santoro stands up, draws his weapon.
and it's morning, right? Is that right?
Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
the sun hasn't risen over the ravine yet, so it's still technically night. It's shaded morning, sort of thing.
And we just set up a temporary camp just on a clearing, right?
Yeah, Santoro found like a little nook for people to sleep in. He knows the area like the back of his hand.
I'm gingerly.
We don't actually have a tent or anything, just like wherever we just. Yeah, okay.
I'm investigating.
Do I see these snakes? I take out my sword. Can I see snakes?
No.
No.
All you can see is
I don't see.
the shadows.
Oh, shadows in what, the grass or something?
In the recesses of the ravine, like because you're effectively in a hole with in a tunnel, so to speak.
Okay.
An open top tunnel. What were you going to do, Mateo? He's eating.
I was going to go investigate them snakes.
Okay. As you head out towards them, they move away. Now that they realize that their cover's been blown and you're approaching them, they just slither away and they're gone. Santoro then exclaims, "Right, we need to go. Do we go to Ferrara? Or do we head back to the camp?" Ferrara's closest, but we need to get word back to the reinforcements. They need to know if this runt is telling the truth. We need to move quicker.
Well,
Much as I'd rather go to the city, I think we need to just meet up with the army.
yeah, if that's the case, you all ride post haste to the army. That was the entire point of our mission, was to make sure that some spy doesn't get out. So you all ride as fast as possible. And how bad is Nicolo?
He's taken a couple of wounds. He's not in the -1s.
Okay, so he doesn't look like he looks like
He's not as bad as you.
Yeah, he's nowhere near as bad.
Yeah.
Okay, he's our fastest rider. He's actually
Yes.
our only rider, actually.
Yes.
So I suggest you four, or you three, you four, right? Head post haste to the army, and I'm gonna go to this town because I'm jacked up.
Well, unfortunately, I don't ride horses. And
You
The army, the army though is going to have some medics with them. I mean, they are going to have. That would be something the army would have.
will they have surgery?
Yep, they do.
Like surgeons?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
well,
that's the case.
I think the folks with horses should go ahead and ride ahead and Santoro, whatever his name is, he can walk with me and the prisoner. You guys ride on ahead. Take care of yourself. That's what I was thinking before we.
The prisoner. Santoro says, "That's fine, but the prisoner is very valuable.
Yeah, no, we'll hold on.
He needs to get back with them. He needs to be what he has to say. Needs to get to the captain as quickly as possible, so he can go on the back of Pietro's horse rather than walking back with us."
I mean, I don't mind if you don't mind. Any of you folks want to volunteer for having this rapscallion ride side saddle?
Well, I guess I've got the best horse, right? I got the big, strong, fast horse. So I assume this guy, he was an archer. He's not that big.
No, he's young as well.
And if he had any armor, we take the armor off him, so he can just be wearing anything heavy, like with no weapons. It's just going to be him tied up, I guess. And yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. Unfortunately, we have to leave Luigi, I guess.
Sure. Yep.
Well, okay. I'm gonna ride alongside Luigi. Slow.
Well, is Nicolo me? Unless Luigi can ride on someone else's horse.
We're making this very complicated, and it doesn't need to be complicated. You guys go
You guys
fast.
ride ahead.
Leave the wounded guy with the guy not on a horse. Will go slow, so we don't leave one person behind.
Okay.
You guys go.
Fair.
We'll hang out.
Let's go.
Very easy.
Yep.
All right. I was trying to keep the party together, but
Good luck with that.
Okay.
I'm trying to build so I can turn into a wizard, man. Come on.
So, Nicolo, Pietro, and the prisoner ride on ahead. Santoro, Mateo, and Luigi stay behind, and they walk. Okay, Pietro, you get back pretty quickly. The prisoner is handed over. You're commended on bringing back a prisoner.
Like
once they hear the news,
and he did it all by himself.
Yeah,
that's what they say. That's what they say.
What happened? I say I have a report on the incident, and I'll get out my notebook and say and make it sound like a sort of official report. Yeah. Okay.
Sure. They are impressed and surprised with you taking on half the company by yourself. I mean, yes, gobsmacked. But they are more concerned with what this prisoner has to say. You speak to the prisoner again, he reiterates everything. And at that point, the white captain realizes that they are possibly too late. And if they're too late, then Johannes de Terzago and his men are probably riding into a trap. Because if the scouts are already this far ahead, then the main bulk of the Duke's army could already be either at the river or at Bologna. So the White Captain and all the reinforcements accelerate their movement. They quickly catch up with the stragglers, Luigi, Mateo, and Santoro. You all group together. As you're heading westward, really quickly, everyone's all back together. There's 150 of these. You notice in the distance there is a huge bright light, as if someone had set a bonfire bigger than any bonfire ever made, and it lasts in the sky or on the horizon in the west for about 5-6 seconds. It looks as though there was an explosion, even though you guys won't even know what an explosion looks like on that level. There is gunpowder, but that, whatever that bright light was, it lit up the western horizon of a big ball of fire, and then it's gone. You pass Ferrara, you head towards the rendezvous point, just in time. This is where I'm going to kind of accelerate, because this is part of the story that Miller and Ken has already done. When you get to the rendezvous point, you can see that there is combat upon the bluff. The White Captain, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Guys, it's gone. Yeah. Gian Vito Passi, he is the White Captain. He rallies the men and they charge down the enemy, which had managed to surround Johannes' army on top of the bluff. And they were slowly, as you kind of march in to save the day, you guys can see that they had completely surrounded the bluff, and they were just kind of slowly marching up the road, like up the paths, up the sides of the hill. But as I say, Gian Vito leads you and the men to repel the enemy, and the enemy's pushed back and they retreat. It's at this point that everyone is brought back together again. Luigi is alive. I thought he might have died, but you managed to keep him alive. So every snippet of information that Luigi was witness to, such as battling the slates, the murder, the dreams, everything, Luigi can now mention and pass on to Dorcas. So Dorcas, and that's how Dorcas finds out about the murder mystery and that sort of thing. But you obviously know more about the details now. So you're now playing Dorcas, Ken.
Oh, nice.
So,
and do you want me to do that conversation with myself? Is that would you like to see that?
Yeah. So like when you're Luigi, I want you to talk like this.
Dorcas, you wouldn't believe the experience I had. Wow, what kind of experience was it? I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Well, we went on the slates and we walked down and we got in a fight. No, you didn't get in a fight. Oh, yes, we did. We kicked some butt too. They almost killed Mateo.
You are not NPCing with yourself. Oh my god. Oh my god. I walked away.
I've never just realised. Don't joke with Ken.
3 minutes, and that's what.
Right.
Ken and 3 other players. It's going around.
Where's my brother Luigi?
Can you-
One. Oh, he's dead.
Oh yes, Luigi is now dead. Yes.
Yeah, what's
so
up? I'm good. I'm surrounded by assholes.
can you bring up, because at the moment what I can see on the live stream is the large map zoomed in. Could you bring up the other map which has the journey? I can see it in the background, but yeah, there you go. So where it says survival upon the bluff, that's where the battle takes place. You then travel southwards along the road, scouts are sent out, only to discover that Bologna has been taken. But Terzago realizes that the next target will be Florence. And if his 500 men... if his men can get to Florence in time, reinforcements can save the day. So, I think it's like something like 550 men march south, and there is a huge battle that takes place on the way to Florence, at the point where it's called the Battle on the Path of the Gods. Pietro, where would you be on the battlefield? Because obviously you're a hero now. You've proven that you can kill men left, right, and centre. You do have a small contingency with you. They're not the men that you rallied because you spent your time dealing with logistics, getting food, all that sort of thing. But you're allocated a small command within the White Company.
Okay.
So they're yours to lead into battle. Mateo, you have a small contingency.
What kind of a battle is this? Like an open field and two armies just
Open field. Yep. Yeah. There is a... Ken, do you have the picture where there's 4 men on horseback? Yeah, that's the one. Right. This is the scene before the big, massive battle. So, on the left-hand side in the red hat is Johannes de Terzago. Next to him, I need to get the book out. Next to him is a gentleman by the name of Muzio Sforza. He was in Bologna at the time of the siege, but he managed to get his men out of the city as it was being captured. So he's brought with him 200 or 300, and he joined up with Terzago and yourselves on the way to Florence. On the other side, there is the man with the feather in his hat. That is Gian Vito Visconti. He is the Duke, the Viper of Milan. And his second in command is a officer by the name of Alberico da Barbiano. Effectively, go ahead.
So the battle is currently underway, or it hasn't started yet? The armies are just massing kind of in the area. What's happening?
Yeah, the armies are kind of, at the moment, they're massing. Your army's on one side of the hill, the Duke's army's on the other. And then there's the usual leaders meet together to parley, to demand surrender from the others. In the original run that we did, I think Marco was definitely there. Was Dorcas present at them? Yeah. So Dorcas can give you a recap if you can remember of anything from that. No,
we
that's
won.
fine.
It was a big battle. They kept on doing this.
Yep.
they kept on stepping in and like doing this thing, and then they'd fall back, and then we'd have to fight, and then in the middle of the battle, one of the white captains, he came alive, like radiated this white light and shot through and beat everybody up almost single-handedly, aside from of course Pietro, who was also there.
In the battle.
Yeah.
In the battle, how close? So it's a normal open field battle. Two armies engage. How close to the front lines does Mateo get and Pietro?
I'm if this is an option, I'm looking to take a group of men who, if possible, if they have bows, if they're archers, and looking for a vantage point to the side of the battle where we can kind of snipe people who are maybe retreating to then go back in, that kind of stuff. So,
Sure.
so looking to sort of pick up,
That's fine.
not I don't want to ride into the front of the battle.
Sure. Vantage point, clear view of the battles, both sides. That's fine. Yep. They're more than happy for you to do that. Mateo, I know you're injured. Can you roll 8 dice?
Yes.
Someone will perform surgery on you with sterilized sewing kits and everything like that. Can you roll 8 dice, keep 3, add 10?
Okay.
And let me know what you get.
So that'd be okay. So let's see, 12, and that's 20. This is 29 and 39.
39. You can lose 2 wounds. You'd have 2 wounds converted into 10 fatigue. You'll have rested in the time, so that fatigue will have gone. So you've been healed 3 wounds in total.
Okay.
Okay. So bearing that in mind, I think you'd be on -1s now.
I'm at minus.
Are you -0? Brilliant. Whereabouts do you position you and your company in the battle? Say again?
We're at the front.
At the front. Okay. What you notice at the front is the Duke, unlike your commanders, the Duke gets into the thick of it, but he is accompanied by his personal guard. These are huge guys in heavy metal armor, and they effectively surround him. He has one opening, and in that opening he lures people in to a duel, and he butchers them. The only thing, and both of you noticed this, but Mateo, you noticed this up front, is the only way for that semicircle of heavily armored guards to be broken is when a huge half bear, half man figure erupts out of your army, out of your side, and just rampages through into the guards.
Whoa.
It kind of, at that point, it becomes chaos because men on your side, no idea what the hell's going on, and some of them break, and on the other side, they break. The personal bodyguard of the Duke do not break whatsoever, and the Duke takes on this bear, but at the same time, there's various other people that take him on. I think from what I recall, he's outnumbered 4-1. There's this bear. You notice that Marco's up at the front. Gaspar Ulian, who was traveling with you guys, he was involved in that fight. And there's another officer who you guys didn't travel with. And the Viper's injured. You can see him cut in various places, but he's not defeated. And it gets to the point where he's up against the bear and Gasper and Marco, where he actually has to retreat, and he gets his men pull him back into his lines. The battle then continues. Mateo, what you notice is the bear, when it changes form back into human, it's Dorcas. Pietro, you can't see because you're too far away, but you know that a man turned into a bear-like creature from your side, but you can't work out who it is. But Dorcas, from what you can see, Mateo is the bear.
So this bear,
Battling on.
this werewolf guy comes out, but he's got Dorcas's accent. Hey guys! Rawr!
Rawr.
Mateo's like, what the fuck? He looks right, takes the wineskin. It's like battle's happening. He's not fighting. He's okay.
So the fighting continues. You soon realise that your men are outnumbered 3-1, and Pietro, you're one of the first people to notice this because you're far back. You can see that there is, coming from Florence, there's like a dust cloud along the road, and a band of cavalry race out to the battlefield, and with their numbers, they manage to cover your army's retreat. Many dead are left on the battlefield, and you all manage to then head towards Florence and get into the safety behind the walls of Florence, only to realise that 2 or 3 days after following you guys, the army of Milan follows you, and you can see outside of the walls of Florence a massive war camp is set up, and you can see the siege machines being constructed, and everyone in Florence, including all of you, then go through the agonizing horror of waiting. Day after day, everyone checks. It's still there. The siege machines, after about day 4, the siege machines are completed, but the army doesn't do anything. During this time in Florence, I've given you a list of characters that's in Discord. Some of them you've met, some of them you haven't. Is there anything that you guys want to do in Florence whilst waiting for the siege to happen? Because you are now all prisoners. There is no way you guys can escape from Florence.
I'll probably
So
get
we
with
got-
I would get with all of my comrades in arms, the ones that I fought
yeah.
with, and
Yeah.
I would gather them together.
Yeah. What's important for you, Dorcas, is and I don't think we got a chance to reflect on this, is some of your men saw you change into the Werebear. You saved their lives in doing so, but especially Luigi too, some of your men now know that you're not normal. And they distance themselves from you.
Well, I would try to win them back. I mean, I wouldn't just let them go without at least a conversation.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah, I think there was a.
While you're doing that,
like yeah.
Because I think, there was a lot of things to unpack, and there's a couple of things that I need to ask you, but we might do that between sessions. So I'll be sending you a few private messages to get your answers to a few questions. So while you're trying to win your men back, Pietro, what do you do for those days?
I mean, I guess I'm very curious about some of the things that happened on the battle in the slates. And, you know, this is the first time I've actually seen something supernatural happening. And then I did see there's a bear man. There must be rumors about that on the battlefield. I don't know who it was, but I did see that. So do I know in Florence anyone who's some sort of a mystic type person, some sort of a someone who might have knowledge of these things, and maybe somehow this could be useful somehow in the battles ahead.
You don't know the only people that you know that are from Florence is the Lady Epifania Fanara, who she travelled to Venice to get the army, and then a Giovanni de Medici, who's a Florentine lord, who's a banker. So all of you have had chance to talk to them, so they know your face, you know their face, blah blah blah. So if you were to ask anyone, they would be your starting point, but it's entirely up to you how you broach the subject about finding a mystic.
Okay. I guess maybe I'll try. Who was the lady? It was Lady, I've got the list. I'm trying to see her name.
Lady Fanara.
Lady Fanara.
Yeah.
All right. So she I have spoken to her or been introduced to her in some way, or
Yeah.
so where is she residing in Florence? I mean, she's a Florentine lady. I guess she has her own grand house or something.
Yeah. And being heroes coming to the rescue of Florence, you're all, especially the lords, so not you, Dorcas, but the rest of you are more than welcome to reside within her stately home.
Okay, well, I would want to do that anyway because that's where the kind of place I should be staying. So let's assume I'm staying there, and I guess, yeah, I want to speak to. Do I need to speak to to her like advisor or staff that I need to speak to her, or can I just find her in the
No, you're a
house?
lord. You can speak to her directly because you are a lord.
Okay.
You're a noble. Minor noble, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will, I guess, approach wherever she is in the house. If she's, in her her rooms somewhere, or a public part of the house, and say, my lady, in these dark times, I would like to speak to you about some curious matters that may have some impact on what happens in the future.
I am intrigued. Go ahead. You have piqued my interest.
Well, I'm sure you've heard that there was a strange event happened on the battlefield, where there seemed to be some unnatural transformation of one of our warriors who assisted in the battle somewhat.
I've heard of the bull, and I've heard of his might and prowess and his ferocity. Is that not surely a bear? People like to exaggerate, don't they? They do one thing. They do it with such ferocity, and then it just gets embellished, and then a giant of a man becomes a giant of a bear. Just stories that you soldiers like to tell each other.
Yes, well, I have, unfortunately, have you heard or seen of the unusual sightings of snakes and vipers in the region? There have been tales throughout the towns and villages of sightings of such things.
Are you, when you ask these questions, are you ladening the questions with any? Are these, when you're asking these questions, are they coming across as naive questions, or are you asking them as though you know the answer already?
I guess as if I know something of the answer, like I'm expecting that she will have say, yes, I've heard of this, but...
Yeah, okay. It takes a bit of time to cotton on to you. And she says, yes, the vipers. I heard a story of the viper, a monster of a man. He has always been. His family seal is that of a viper. He poisons all he's ever met, and he will always poison everyone that he has dealings with. He is that sort of man. But I wouldn't be surprised if his connection to those serpents is more than more than metaphorical.
So this is
It is said that his shadows are the snakes. That wherever the snakes go, he goes. As if he is tied to those snakes. And then she's watching you for your reaction. Because obviously she doesn't know what you know, and you don't know what she knows, and she doesn't want to give everything away.
I understand. There are things that I have seen since I left Venice that I've never seen before, and I think may unlock a key to finding the weakness of the Viper. If we can just find the right information and find the key.
What did you see? What did you see?
I saw roots erupt out of the ground and take a man. I saw, and during this battle, 3 vipers together approached the scene. Snakes are solitary creatures. They don't operate in a pack.
Would you, seeing those things, those branches coming out of the ground, do you feel as though your consciousness was expanded?
I feel I see things in the world that I hadn't seen before. I hadn't perceived before.
We will speak again, and I will introduce you to some friends, and we may be able to assist you further. Out of character, I'll send you some private messages.
Okay.
Yep, cool. Right. Mateo, in the days leading up to the inevitable siege, what are you doing?
Probably talking to Dorcas.
Okay. I'll let you two chat away.
So, you turned into a bear, man.
You know, I'm not the only one. Well, you know, you were there in Venice when we saw, you know, at the canals. You saw the temptress, the lady in the water. Angela.
She didn't turn into a bear, man.
She was standing on the water. You remember that?
Yes, but
That's
you turned
when
into a bear.
Yeah, well, as
This is, you say it so casually. I left for a few weeks and you turned into a bear, man.
there was this whole story, like they killed my best friend and I got really mad, and sometimes when you get really mad and then they killed me and I became a bear.
You died, but you did not die. Look at you, you're fine. I almost died. Look at this. I'm like showing you my wound.
I think you know who could tell us more.
Who?
Captain Johannes de Terzago. I bet if we went and talked to him, he would clarify this whole thing up. Just make it up, like, and you know, make it make sense. I think if we got into a fight and I killed you, then you too might turn into a super monster, because you know.
Well, maybe we should hold off on the killing.
The killing. Well, maybe so. But
let's talk the Argo guy.
Yeah, I think we should go look for the captain or one of his. Let's go look for the captain.
Yeah. When you find Johannes de Terzago, you notice that he's procured himself his own townhouse and he's going through the list of the dead. Are any of you interested in who has died?
Who has died?
If you're not, that's fine. Who has died? Well,
it seems like he's got a list of the dead.
Yep. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna, on the list of NPCs, I'm going to update all the people who have died.
All the people who died. Everybody who died.
But while I'm doing this, yes. How can I help?
Well, I just wanted to have a conversation about John Harkwood and our predicament and how he got out of it. Because I think we were just here in this very situation a few years ago, and he fought back Milan, and my buddy here, Mateo, he's been initiated, so he knows what's going on. So maybe we could.
He dismisses. Johannes dismisses everyone else that's in the room. Other white captains. So, Dorcas, you're aware that most of, if not all of the white captains are either initiates.
Oh yeah.
Or haven't seen everything.
Sure.
So there's just 3 of you in the room. Johannes, as always, smiles at your roundabout way of asking for things, and to cut things short, he says, "Cut the point. Exactly what it is that you want to know."
Well, what did you do? I mean, should we be planning? Should we be making some countermeasures and building a fence? If the Viper has these magical abilities, and my men are all kinds of crazy. What do you do? Because my men are all kind of looking at me funny because I turned into a bear and I saved their life, but it just.
You are now a severed soul. The concerns of mortal men may not be as important to you anymore. They are your men, but if they cannot accept what you have become, it may be safer for you to distance yourself from them. I don't think they're going to turn on you, but if what they believe they saw is told to other people, you could develop a very nasty reputation. Distance yourself from them, and they will forget it. If they are not initiated, I've found in my experience that ignorance will protect you in the long run. That is all I can do.
But you did it too. You did it in front of everybody. You glowed and you just wiped out half the regiment single-handed.
He turned into a bear, man.
And I turned into a bear. I mean, like potato.
When I did that though, I was only surrounded by my men. Everyone else, we were covering their retreat. Do you not remember?
He turned into a bear.
Yes, I know he turned into a bear.
What do you mean his severed soul?
There are some of us whose soul must fulfill a dream. We must shape this world around us as we see fit. We must do so. That is our dream.
I look up at Dorcas. You have a dream?
Apparently so.
I would not have guessed this. So why the bear?
It's a Cinderella story. It's a, it's really, it's hard to say. I had that love for my family, and out of nowhere, I was a former.
The bear is his manifestation of his avatar.
Right. What's that?
His soul has been severed from the Great Cycle. It exists outside of the realms. So he can bring his soul as his new form to the three realms.
His soul is a bear?
Yeah. Do
It's
you have any?
Avatar.
Do you have any
About-
strange dreams? Remember what I had all these strange dreams, and then it manifested
look
out
over.
of.
No. Did you dream of bears?
I don't I know I feel like I dreamed of bulls, and
No,
It
yours was
was it a bear?
it was a bear,
Yeah.
and then once you develop the reputation of the bear, a bull appeared, and the bear fought the bull.
Yeah, they fought. And the
and
bull,
I think the bear.
bear killed the bull.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
I'll look at the captain. So what you dream about is what your avatar is? I don't like what my avatar might be.
Well, it's probably what, a zebra or
No,
Or cheetah?
No.
What's
Spiders, scorpions, crawly things, roaches. Not a bear.
if your soul is to be severed, then these dreams could be foresight as to what your avatar could be, but we all have strange dreams.
yeah.
But wait,
My buddy Luigi
Go on.
2 told me. My buddy Luigi 2 told me that our friend Nicolo, I think it was Nicolo, he also had some crazy experience. Luigi didn't understand it. He was flabbergasted. I'm surprised he even talked to me about it. It was very strange.
I did not know you knew that word flabbergasted. You used it a
It was-
lot. Do you know?
I don't know a lot of things. I'm kind of doing my best here.
It's at that point someone rushes in, knocks on the door, rushes in, and says, "Lord de Terzago, you must come urgently." Kind of looks at you two, flabbergasted at the use of the word flabbergasted, and then heads out. He kind of, before he leaves, he kind of gestures for you two to accompany him. Pietro, meanwhile, you're kind of you've left the lady, having a bit of a wander around the streets, and you hear commotion, and in front of you you see dozens of men and women rushing up the steps on the inside of the Great Walls, and that's where Johannes, Dorcas, and Mateo are also led. You get to the top of the wall, looking down upon the camp, only to see that the camp is dispersing. The enemy has surrendered.
Job well done, fellas.
2 or 3 days later, once the camp is completely gone, people head out, and rumors start coming back that the Duke was killed. He was, as always, there's different stories. One story is he was assassinated in the camp by someone. Another story was he was mortally wounded in the battle. And then the third rumor is he took ill and died from his illness. You three, and amongst the other white captains and people of importance, you do get a chance to speak to Terzago. He explains that especially to you, Mateo and Dorcas, he explains that there are 8 elements. The Viper's element was body. The Viper was so difficult to kill in battle because he can just heal himself. For him to die by an illness is unfathomable, because he would use the magic, his ability over flesh, to just simply kill any illness. And as the rumors kind of spread, they mutate and so forth, but those are the 3 main theories. 1, killed in the battlefield. 2, assassinated in the camp. 3, died from an illness.
Do we see his body?
Everyone in Florence. His body's taken away, so no one gets to see the body. People in Florence, you won't care how he died. All they know is he died, and Florence survived. And that brings the story to an end, almost. Obviously, there's lots of loose threads to tie up based on what you guys were talking about. I'll send messages about the DMs for you, Pietro. There's a few people that you'll need to meet. De Terzago will send you a couple of messages, Mateo and Dorcas. There is quite a bit of information to come your way and some questions.
So on level 2 or whatever?
Yep, that's the end of Adventure 1. You are all now considered to have reputation of heroes of Florence. Dorcas, you've already got 1 point reputation. You can either keep the bull, or you can change it to hero of Florence.
Yeah, I think I'll keep the bull. I don't need the hero of Florence.
You want to keep the bull?
I mean, if you only get 1.
Cool. Unless you can think of a way of merging them both together, try and create a 2-point reputation.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the case. But you would have to deliberately work to merge both of them together, so that the reputation
Like the bull
becomes
of
more
Florence.
than just either. Hey, if you can come up with a good elaboration on the 2 reputations, I won't say no.
Where is reputation? I don't see reputation anywhere. Is that on the
I'll put it on the
sheet?
top of your. I think you've got I think you might have one of the old character sheets. So just stick it on the top, and you've got 1 dot, neither the bull or hero of Florence. Experience. Dorcas, I think I might have given you the experience at the end of it last time. Do you have a record of how much experience you've got?
I got like 5 experience. Is that a lot?
Have you spent any experience?
I don't think so.
All right, okay. All of yous can have 20 experience.
Okay. So I have 15, I guess, that you'd given me, which I don't think I ever allocated. So I just add that. Is that right?
Yep, so you've got 35.
Yep.
I'm going to head off in a few minutes. So we'll do, next session, we'll do magical character creation for everyone. I'm going to progress the story a bit, so that all of you will be severed souls. So if you want to save experience for some of the magical stuff, now would be a great time to do so, but it's up to you. So magical character creation, spending experience, loose ends, and then we'll crack on with the second adventure, which takes you all back to Venice for the first little segment. Any questions? Anything that you want to ask about what's just happened, so it's still fresh in your mind? Cool.
No, I don't think so.
Is
So
the
we're
right
all
answer?
returning to Venice is what will happen initially. Is that right?
Yeah. You
Heroes.
can stay in. You can stay in Florence for a few days, but by the time you get back to Venice, you're cheered when you get back into Venice. You are all heroes, not of just of Florence, but of the region. Because when you left, the Venetians wanted to go to war against the Duke, and you guys did. I hope you enjoyed. That was good fun. Really helpful for expanding on the second thread. And I will see you guys next Wednesday.
Yep.
Adios, and I hope you enjoyed.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
That's cool.
See you later. See you. Bye.
See you next time.